Hello everyone, it's Becky. I got so busy yesterday I forgot to post my budget video, but it ended up being a blessing because I forgot I had a question or two about my budgeting. First of all, let me explain that I used to be a court reporter and I was diagnosed with Meniere's disease. I was diagnosed with a lot of things in 2005. But Meniere's disease was one of them. And Meniere's, if you don't know, is like a vertigo. You never know when it's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to stop. But it's a dizziness. And it was with me all the time. I ended up going to the hospital. And they diagnosed it as benign proximal positional vertigo, but it kept coming back. So I went and saw a neurologist, and he says, yeah, it's Meniere's. So I continued to work with the Meniere's, but it kept getting worse, and it affected my perception so much so that finally I almost hit a kid on a bicycle when I was coming home from work one day, and that threw me into such a tailspin that I got with my doctor. I took a leave of absence, and I started disability proceedings. I mean, I was literally a basket case after that incident, and I had to fight for my disability. It took 2 years, and in that time span, I'd tried gardening, I'd tried knitting, crocheting, messed up my shoulders several years during all of that. So I got into watching YouTube videos, and some budgeting videos were in there, and then it progressed to the crafting videos. But I was never one to budget, and I thought I could do this. And prior to that, I had been making YouTube videos, but they were basically I don't know, all about conspiracy theories and those type of things. And then I got away from it because YouTube and Twitter and Facebook were banning and blocking people for those kind of posts. So I got out of that, and I thought, well, I could do budgeting. I need to budget because when I get nervous and don't have things to do, I like to spend money. So I watched a couple people with these envelope challenges and things, and I thought I could do that. So I started doing those budgets. But basically, and then I have a couple things. I've been doing this a couple years now. You can get these budget books on Amazon, and if you want, I can link, because I think I need to be buying a new one. And I track. It's got a place you can do monthly. You set your budget. Hang on. Let me see. Let me find it. All right, so you do monthly, and I like listing my things. Then, you have a place for your income, your savings, notes for big purchases and goals. And I used to fill all that out, but I don't do that anymore. Then over here, you list your budget categories. And we'll get more into this in a minute. Then they have a section right here where you can go in and write your expenditures, your expenses for the whole month, which I've done. Back here. And at the end of the month, I go through and I total them up. That's what the different colors are. I'll go through and I'll total these up. So you got your expenses, and then in the back, let me see, they've got, and I used to fill out all of these, but I don't anymore. They got a savings tracker. They have a debt tracker. And all of these are paid off except for this one. Then holiday spending, holiday budgets and gifts. And then they've got like a bill tracker page. I color these in once I pay them. So that's what these are. And then back here, you can take your totals and transfer them into these categories. And this tells you, you know, for the month, your total expenses in each category. And then at the end of the month, you can total it up and get your grand total, which is how I create my budget. And they do have some stickers back here that you can use in this. But, so these totals are where I get well, that's not a good example because I haven't been very up on my I still have some work to do in these. Let's go to this one. Is where I get these totals. And or you can just estimate what you think you're going to spend during the month. So your budget's basically made up of expenses or your everyday expenses, and then there is something called sinking funds. And those are your unexpected, or the ones that you only pay like once every 6 months or so, like car maintenance, certain insurances, license plates, property taxes. Those are your sinking funds, and they're sinking because the total, you don't know exactly your total from year to year because they go up and they go down. So, you know, like some of my categories are rent, insurances, our utilities, which is the water, electric, telephone bill. Our medical expenses could be considered a sinking fund. Security was, we had an alarm at the other house and I don't need that category anymore. Auto expense, you know, your car payment, groceries, gasoline, credit cards. We have 6 cats, so the pets, dining out, miscellaneous other challenges. I even budget in for these challenges. Any loans, which I have 1 left, any subscriptions, savings, and then we have birthday gifts, Christmas. Now, these little envelopes, you know, you can look on Etsy for little budgeting games. But this one that I play is called the Envelope Challenge. And you get these little envelopes, which I made these, and I may make some and put some in my Etsy shop if anybody wants any. You just pull 1 a week. I do 2 because I know I have a little more money because there's 2 of us. There's my husband and myself. But normally you just pick 1 a week or maybe even 1 a month, depending on your budget. And these help you save some money. I mean, if you have problems saving, this is one way to save, because you know, you pull you an envelope, like this one's $9. You put $9 in it and you go tuck it away in a safe spot. And once you get done with all of these, I believe you have $500. Let's see. Hold on, what did I do with my phone? Where's my phone? Let's just see, shall we? So we got 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus 16 plus 17 plus 18 plus 19 plus 20 plus 21 plus 22 plus 23 plus 24 plus 25 plus 26 plus 27 plus 28 plus 29 plus 30. So 30 of them is $465, and if there's 31, it's $496 that you will have saved by the time you get through with these envelopes. And trust me, that has saved us so many times. Like, we just went on vacation because, you know, I did that. I had several months worth of those envelopes. And then another way to save some money, a game you can play is save your dollars. Every time you get $1, throw it in a piggy bank and don't spend it. Just save your dollars. Another thing you can do is your change. You know, once you break your dollar, save your change. I mean, eventually it does add up. Like right now, I think we have $27 or $28 in here. It doesn't look like that, but you know, every little bit adds up. So let me see if I can find those other little games. Hang on a second. I can't find it, but there's all kinds on Etsy that you can play. And let me see. Hopefully, I think I've answered all of your questions. I can link these things, and then in the description. And then you can find these little type envelopes on Temu. You know, along with this little box. It comes with this little box. But there's all kinds of ways to save. And, but I basically have sinking funds in here, which again are the unknowns. But they're kind of known because I've been doing this for several years and I've written them all back here, and so I take my average. But I'll link this book, I'll link the envelopes, and basically that's my budget. And like I said, it has saved us lots of times. So that being said, we're going to get into budget for week 4 of June. So here we go. Hello everyone, it's Becky, and we're going to be doing our budget for week 4 of June. So June, week 4 of 2024 for our budget. Okay, went to the bank, got me some money. Vacation, in case you missed it on my normal, on my crafting video. Let me just tell you, we get there, and the first thing's coming out of my daughter's mouth is, I need to figure out the sleeping arrangements because it's not what he said it was. It was a Victorian house, and it had like 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. There's 13 of us who went. So there's a master bedroom with a queen-size bed and a mattress. The top of the bed was chest high. Then there was a laundry room with washer and dryer and a kitchenette. Then there was the bathroom. And then there was another little room that had 2 sets of bunk beds, so 4 of the kids could sleep in them bunk beds. And then in that same room, but off to the side, were 2 doors, one on the left, one on the right, and it had 2 mattresses in each one of them little rooms thrown on the floor, which meant an adult had to sleep in that little room. And then downstairs there was another room that had a queen-size air mattress on the floor. We get there, it's 90 degrees in the shade. We go into the house. There's no AC in the front part of the house. They have pocket doors at the dining room, which are closed because the dining room, kitchen, and all the upstairs supposedly have AC. Well, that meant 2 people were sleeping in that hot room on that queen bed air mattress. Wasn't myself and my hubby. We were more or less stuck with the bed that was chest high. Come to find out, that room had the best AC. The rest of the house didn't, so they kept cranking the AC down, like in the 60s, like 62, 63. And in the master, there were 2 vents in the ceiling pointed right at the bed, so we froze. First of all, we have to run and leap into the bed to get into it. And then, I pull back the curtains on the window and there's pet fur all over the top of the bedspread. So I strip the bed. I'm washing everything in the washer and dryer that's there. I'm washing and drying the sheets, the blankets, the pillowcases, everything, because I almost know, as dirty as the house was when we got there, that he didn't do that. And we were in the master bedroom. So I'm cleaning everything. But short of the accommodations, we made it work. And we did have a good time after all, despite all of that. But the youngest daughter, they limped into town. She ended up having to buy a battery, and of course they didn't have the money, so Bank of Mom had to help out with quite a bit of her portion of the vacation. So, alright, let's see how much we got here. We got $1.50, $1.60, 70, 80, 90, $1.90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $1.96 in change. Hang on, I don't want a math in my head. So it's 24.36. 26.32. But I had saved all my envelopes and we were going to use that for our vacation. I think I ended up paying for the groceries. Everybody paid me back, but I only spent maybe $500, $600. And that's paying for room and board and our groceries and gas for 5 days. And some attractions like a ferry ride to Mackinac Island, the Sulak boat ride. Oh, I still owe my daughter for that. $26. Okay. All right. We'll get into that in a minute. Into this. Next, we're going to do our envelopes. So we're going to do number 24 and number 8. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. So $24. And then we need $8. 5, 6, 7, 8. We tried to see the Aurora Borealis in one of the parks there, but it rained that day, so we didn't get to see nothing. Alright, let me get my cheat sheet out. Okay. Alright, we're going to put $5 in his lottery. So he now has $10. Alright. Insurance is going to get $13. Alright, so today is the 25th. So we should have $73. 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 73. So I have a whole year to save that up because I paid for the year. Let me see. Miscellaneous, no. Medicine, no. Car maintenance is going to get 20. What did I do with my pen? My pen. So now we should have $48. Alright, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Wait a minute. 48. Vacation, no. And I didn't even take money out of my vacation envelope. Emergency, no. License plates, no. Contacts, no. That's an obsolete. Christmas, birthday, no. No spend is going to get 35. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Because we are saving to pay down a bill. And you know, that makes me mad because I paid the balance on a couple of outstanding bills that I had. And I went in there yesterday. You know, here I'm thinking I've paid them off. And there's still a balance on them. And I paid the statement ending balance. And I hadn't purchased nothing. So what's up with that? That just kind of irked me a little bit. So we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. $240. Alright, pets are gonna get 5. So we now have 15 in our pet pocket. And then we have 5 for wallet, 5 for hubby's wallet. And then I'm going to put 5 into my hobby. Oh wait, there's a 5. I'll just use that one. In which we're starting over. I ended up spending my money at the farmer's market. I thought I put some in, but I probably used it for something else. Okay. So, let me go over my list. Lottery, envelope, wallet, hobby, no spend, car maintenance, insurance, and pet. So we went through all of our categories. I'll save these ones for next week. And that leaves us our question of the day. Also, let me know how your budgets are going. I need to catch up on mine because I'm slacking. I've been slacking. I think it's almost time for me to buy a new book too, so I need to be doing that. Let's find us a question. All right, how about this one? It says, what experience changed you? Well, I think when my mom died, that experience changed me. Because, you know, at times she could be a little I don't want to say overbearing, but I don't know. Sometimes, I guess the easiest way would be to say she rubbed me the wrong way. That being said, I loved my mom and I loved her dearly. And when she died, I realized, you know, that's what made our relationship. And in the end, it made our relationship better because I was finding my voice and how to say no. And she was finding her way to letting me help her more. I mean, as she was very independent, but was becoming more dependent on her daughters to take care of her. And when she died, and we had to go through all of that stuff in her apartment, those, like my younger sister says, those are just things. I'd much rather have my mom than those things. And I feel like I still haven't grieved for her because it's been non-stop, and I can tell it's true. These words coming out of my mouth have truth to them because it's making me emotional. But that experience changed me. So cherish your parents as long as you have them. Cherish your significant others as long as you have them, and your children, because you never know. We just had a young man, a maintenance man here. He's in his 30s, passed away in his home. You know, just got married a year ago, was studying to become a doctor, and he's gone. So you just never know. So I guess the experience of losing a very close loved one has changed me. So that's going to do it for today's video. As always, be safe. Don't let the world change your smile. Let your smile change the world. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.